Hi, my name is Don Walters, and welcome to the Clinical Trials Guru. Now, you're probably asking, who is the Clinical Trials Guru? We're a group that is looking to give answers to people who may have questions on participating in clinical research. We're not MDs, we're not therapists, we're not here to provide answers to medical services or medical treatment or therapy treatment. We're only to provide answers to people who may be looking to get into clinical research companies or just want to know about clinical research. We would like to give the real information that a lot of times you won't get when you contact clinical research companies because they're trying to recruit people for their studies. So what we're trying to do is give you as much information as possible so you'll feel completely informed if you decide this is something you want to do. What we intend to do is to basically give our opinion based on our experience, the experience of others, people who may have participated in clinical trials in the past, experience of other people who may have work for clinical sites, as well as myself. I work for a clinical site, and so does my colleague. From time to time, we may be giving you interviews with people who participate in the studies so that you can hear exactly what their experience was and find out and hear why they decided to go into studies and so forth. The other point I want to make as well is that this is not something where we're trying to downgrade research. We're not trying to do that. I'm very pro research. I believe in research. I feel like for myself, I'm a benefit from research. We're not trying to shoot down pharmaceutical companies or other clinical study sites. We just want to give you as much information as possible so you can feel educated and informed about making a decision. Why do we do this? My colleague and I both have a passion for research, and I have a passion for working with the community. I've been working with the community involving healthcare issues, for about 20 years. I've also been working with the community involved in research for about 10 years. I've worked with doctors, administrators, directors of places like the Alzheimer's Association, Parkinson's Research Association. My colleague himself, he's worked with people with the Mental Health Association. I've gone out in the community and knocked on doors and talked with people who may be interested in studies and done face-to-face interviews and educating them exactly on what they need to know in order to determine if they want to do a study. Because a clinical study is not for everybody. Even if you feel that you may have something going on with you, some sort of illness or some issue that you think that study might benefit, it still may not be for you. And these are the things that we're going to talk about. We're going to be doing this blog. Well, we've got a blog set up. The blog is it is called the Clinical Trials Guru, and our email is going to be the clinicaltrialsguru.com. So you can always tap into that. We'll see what kind of questions you have. We'll be responding back. We'll be doing this video maybe 2-3 times a week, just talking about different topics, and hopefully we'll touch on something that appeals to you. For myself, again, as I share with you, I've been in the healthcare field for about 20 years. I've worked for insurance companies. I've worked for drug and alcohol facilities. I've worked for major hospitals and major hospital groups, and I've worked for major research groups, as well as been out there as an independent recruiter or community liaison, however you want to call it, out educating the public on different clinical studies that were taking place. What else can I tell you? Again, what we want to do is just to bring this information to the public, and so that, again, if there's anyone out there that's interested in participating in a study or just want to gain knowledge of what clinical research is all about, you'll have that information. You'll be able to sit down and talk about what you want, or talk about clinical research with some informed information. The problem has been is that a lot of times when people go online and you type in the information, you ask the question, and you immediately get routed to some clinical site or some recruiter who's trying to get you in a study, and you never really got your question answered on whether or not you should be doing a study or not, or if this is something you really want to do. Before you know it, someone's trying to screen you to see if you qualify for a study, and I know that's not directly what you want to do. Before you get to that point, you need to know what's happening and a process to go through. We're going to talk about how clinical studies are structured, what are the different levels of clinical studies, and why they have those different levels. I may have some interviews that we'll do with doctors who are doing clinical studies, and again with people who are participated in clinical studies. And that's pretty much it. We're hoping that you'll enjoy our blog. Again, please email us or check us out at our website at clinicaltrialsguruDonWalters. And we hope to have fun. And we hope that you're going to have fun. And again, if you have any questions, check us out. Until next time, take care. Thank you.